this is a Times Now exclusive. Well, we've managed to access satellite images that we're going to show you shortly of terror launch pads that have been shifted near the LOC by Pakistan. Well, rogue Pakistan is planning to sneak in terrorists into India to target some of the vital installations in Kashmir. In fact, here's what these images are going to suggest. First, that the terror launch pads near the international border have been activated proactively by Pakistan, and there you have it, the satellite images there on your screens. Pakistan Special Force commandos are also deployed to guard the terror launch pads. In fact, satellite images also capture the movement of 21 terrorists very close to these launch pads, very close to the border with India along the LOC. In fact, the movement of the Pakistani terrorists have been spotted in at least 3 sectors along the border. Let's go across to Pradeep Datta, who joins us with these satellite images. Well, Pradeep, this is very disturbing. You have been telling us right ahead of Republic Day, we expect some stepped up, desperate bids to be made by Pakistan. Is this one of them?
Yes, Meghna, this is a matter of concern for the security agency, especially the army deployed a line of control, but they are well prepared for everything, because already in satellite images you can see how the Pakistani troops along with the terrorists, they have moved closer to their launch pads toward the line of control. And already the moment of some of the SSG commandos along with Lashkar-e-Toiba, Jaish-e-Mohammed and Hizbul Mujahideen terrorists has been noticed. It clearly indicates that the managers of the conflict, they are trying to escalate situation along the border, and they want to destabilize situation in Jammu and Kashmir, especially ahead of a Republic Day celebration, because they want to have more violent related activity. That is what actually they are trying to do. Look at these launch pads. These are most of these launch pads are closer to the line of control in Poonch and Rajouri sector. Reason being that passes in other side of the Pir Panjal have closed because of heavy snowfall, except for the Nokat post in Naugam sector, where the moment of SSG commandos as well as the terrorists has been spotted. Rest of these areas are along the line of control in BG sector, Krishna Ghati sector and in Poonch sector. One of the launch pad is closer to, in fact, Khari Karmara area, opposite of that in Poonch sector. Then you find Polus, again it is in Balnoi area, opposite Balnoi area in Poonch Rajouri sector. Then there is a called Mochi Mora post. Some of these Pakistani regular posts, they are also acting as launch pads, and that is what actually is a matter of concern, because often Pakistan keeps on denying their role. They say they are only providing the moral support to the terror outfits in Kashmir Valley. But here you look at these areas where these are the Pakistani posts, and these Pakistani posts are acting as in fact launch pad. Yesterday only there was a heavy shelling in Mankot area. Under the garb of shelling, they were trying to carry out a bat attack, because the idea is, this is called new strategy, is sneak and destroy attack, where they have to sneak into this side of the border and target some of those forward posts where they can in fact escalate situations, so that Indian troops are also going to retaliate. For quite some time we have seen that Indian troops, they are trying to in fact show restraint. They very well understand their modus operandi. Idea is to distract and divert the attention of the troops, so that they can look for the gaps and pushing terrorists into this side of the border, because already many of the top commanders have been eliminated by the security forces in Kashmir Valley, and they are looking for more hands, arms and ammunition. That's why they are trying to push in terrorists. Other day already we were talking about one of the Afghan war veteran Abdul Rashid Ghazi has already infiltrated into this side with 2 terrorists, and he's right now operating in Pulwama area. So this shows a level of desperation on Pakistan's side, and also shows in fact that their non-seriousness towards having a better relationship with their neighbor, even though they keep on talking about peace, they keep on extending hand of friendship, but all these things are basically aimed to tell the international community that they are here for the good relation. But the reality on the ground narrates a different story, and that story is very dangerous story, where you can see how these Pakistani regular along with the terrorists, they are working in tandem, shoulder to shoulder, trying to sneak into this side of the border to carry out terror attacks.
Well, do stay on with us. Brigadier Mahalingam is also joining us, a strategic analyst. Well, Brigadier, what do you make of these satellite images that Pradeep has managed to access for us? 21 terrorists can be spotted. Also, you can see Pakistan Special Force commandos deployed very close to the border. These launch pads apparently have been moved up closer to the LOC. Another desperate plot?
No, the point is, militarily, there is a need that the operation which they launch, that is infiltrating the terrorists across the LOC, will have to be carried out before the first light. Therefore, that they would have probably found, and probably the earlier elements which went, they probably got caught and have been killed by the Indian Army's forces which are at the border. And that is perhaps the reason that they have shifting these launch pads closer to the LOC, so that their elements which are to infiltrate, they can start after the last slide and get across to the other side and be in their safe places well before first slide. That is military significance. Otherwise, the point that I would like to mention is, despite the fact Imran Khan has been talking about peace talks, and also the Kartarpur corridor, what is presently happening is the military is come back to its original shape, especially after Trump having given a go-ahead, and probably Trump indicating that he would have talks with Imran Khan very shortly. That must have boosted their morale, and so they are back to their ways. Therefore, as far as I can see, this problem which we have with the Pakistanis, they are not going to give up easily, and we will have to continue handling this problem now and perhaps for some more time.
Well, absolutely. You've made very important, relevant points there, Brigadier. Thank you so much for joining us.